Hello students, now this is the third part of the chapter number 5, that is the verb infinitives. Infinitives, I have already told it is a part of the non-finite verb that we are going to discuss today, and the infinitive. Infinitive is generally what? Infinitive that we are using in a sentence is a to plus verb. The verb always the preposition to always used with the first form of verb. Always used with the first form. Let's see the example given in your book in page number 40. It's easy to learn Hindi. This is an ideal place to party, and we want to buy a new house. See, in all these three sentences, the to learn, to party, to buy. See, the verb is in there in a first form. So, when the verb to use with the verb, so always use with the first form, and when the verb is using in a sentence with the to or the preposition, it is known as the infinitive. See, in the page number 41, in the bold letter, some rules given there that how we are using the infinitive. You just all mark it and learn it also, the verb given over here. I am just telling you from where it is. See, there it is. We generally use the verb plus to infinitive with these verbs. So mark all these verbs and learn it. Second is, we use to infinitive after verbs like seen, appear and claim also. So underline it. The third rule is that the verbs given below follow the pattern verb plus object plus to infinitive, and the verb given over there in the block, just mark it also and learn it also. Yes. Now till now we know that what the infinitive is. Now we are going to discuss the places from where we are not using the to, but the meaning of the to is coming over here, and we are using the word without the to. Right? So it is known when in a sentence we are using the verb without the infinitive, it is known as the bare infinitive. This is known as the bare infinitive. The bare infinitive, just to follow the rule of the bare infinitive, there are 5 basic rules given in your book in page number 42. See, there are uses of the infinitive. These are the 5 rules. Let's read it one by one. The first one is that after some words of perceptions like feel, hear, know, find, watch, and the see, we are not using the verb, the to infinitive. Second is as a complement to some expression like had better, would rather, sooner than, and rather. You just mark this one. Third rule is that usually after the word why not and why. Example, why not take a bus? Why complain? Fourth rule is that often with expression but except help. Fifth rule is that after modals such as shall, will, shall, can, must, might. This is a modal auxiliary verb, and before that also we are not using any of the to. Right? See, in page number 43, the rules given there, you just underline it and learn it. See, here it is. We often use the infinitives without to after these words. Make, let, bid, there and need. Underline it. Next is, we use there and need with to infinitive in affirmative sentence, but we drop the to in negative sentence. See the example. With the affirmative, they are used it. When the negative, they are not using it. Third rule, underline it. We can also use the infinitive without to after these expressions. Rather than, see there it is given. Here you. Here it is. Rather than, would rather, had better and sooner than. Last is the use of to. Here also rules given. He was so tired that he could not go any further. From where we are using to. The B is, the dress is so beautiful that she cannot give it away, and that can be write it down in another way with the help of the to also. See, it's given here. Now, infinitive can also be used to join pairs of the sentence. See the two rules given there. Just mark it and write down one example. Last is the, here I told that when we are not using the to and writing up the verb, it is known as the bare infinitive. But sometimes in our sentences we are only using the verb. Sorry, we are only using the infinitive to and we are dropping up the verb. And then it is known as the anaphoric to. When we are dropping the to using the verb, it is known as the bare infinitive. And then we are using the to and dropping the verb, it is known as the anaphoric to. See in page number 45 it is. See, this is the anaphoric to. See the example. Would you like to sing? I would love to. So you see here after the to we are not using the word sing because we are using only the verb to. So it is the anaphoric to. Last is the split infinitive. When an infinitive is split in two parts by introducing an adverb between to and the verb, it is called the infinitive, split infinitive. I hope you all can understand it. Try to solve the exercises given in your book, and first you just try to write it down or solve it down in yourself, and then after that check your answer, cross check your answer through the PDF. And what you have to write down in your notebook is that the definition of the verb, and then the transitive and the intransitive with the example. One example you have to write down the definition of the transitive verb and the intransitive verb. And after that you have to write down the definition of finite verb. See here in page number 39 it is, and the non-finite verb with one example. Here also one example you have to give. And then after that you have to write down the kind of non-finite verbs. How many? There are basically three kind of the non-finite verb. You just write it down, and after that write down the definition of the infinitive with the example. And then after that whatever the rules I have just marked it there. No need to write it down in your notebook. Just learn it from the book. Okay. In your notebook only you have to write down the definition of the first the verb, then the transitive, intransitive, then finite, non-finite, and then the infinitive. Thank you.